Alrighty. 23 in a row. That means yes, 5 ships left. And the worst one is Zoltan C. So let's see what it is, my friends. We only have Slug A, Manta C, Zoltan A and C, and Lanius A left. So let's see what we random next. As usual, we're going to random until we hit one of those ships. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, and random. Crystal B, we've done. Random. Slug A, we have not done. Okay, we were talking about this one earlier. Man, Zoltan C is looking more and more like it is going to be the last ship we have to try to do on this streak. I had a Gordon Clay want to be a slug on my ship, so Gordon Clay will be a slug. I think somebody in chat asked to be a slug pilot. Is that person still here? They asked a long time ago. Is that person still here? No, I'm not going to name the pilot chair because somebody's going to want to be the slug pilot. Did I just tie my personal best, Dwarfishy? No, I've been improving my personal best the last, like, couple of days. Oh, goodness. I can't remember who it was who asked to be the pilot earlier. Asked to be the pilot slug earlier, so I'll just say the first person. Okay, Octopus 4 asked to be slug, so... Sorry, all slugs taken now. Clay is a YouTuber named Gordon Clay. This is high on the fun tier list. Yeah, this is a great ship early because you can get a lot of crew kills with this ship. With starting build. Dual lasers is amazing. Breach 1 is quite good. We have slug repair gel to sell. It's a great ship for early crew kills. Personal best looking super impressive right now. Thanks, Scotch Pingu. Alright, let's see here. So, do we want to instantly go to the store to sell our slug repair gel? If I go to 3 nebula jumps, I'll get 12 jumps here. We have a very good path to start. So let's get like a couple jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go kind of up and around. Because we can maybe make something really good happen at this early store. Like if there's a flak or a burst laser or a heavy laser or something. Freak is alive. It is, Jamrock. It is. Let's hope we don't get instantly punished for saying that. Okay, no cloaking on this guy at least. Alright, we want to get this missile down. I wonder if it's better to have dodge over weapons. I think I'd rather have dodge over weapons to start. Okay. Yeah, that's painful, but he can't damage us now, so it's fine. 2 damage missile. First ship. And we couldn't fire fast enough to get it offline. So maybe I should have had this guy on weapons. I wonder if my slug had been on weapons, if we would have fired before the missile could have fired. Are Mike Copley or Sleeping Dragon here to know if that would be better? You prefer weapons? Plus 10% on the breach bomb can be significant. I think I'm going to move this guy to weapons for future fights and see. Holy, free weapon first jump. Okay, game. Okay. Can anti-bio beam carefully cut the ship out? I don't know. I think it can't because we had that event with a fire beam the other day and discovered that we couldn't carefully cut the ship out with fire beam. I think we had a discussion that it has to be a beam that does hull damage. So, I think anti-bio beam can't. But it can kill giant alien spiders. Oh, we got a beam. Alright, we got a crew kill. With 1 shield, we have a safe crew kill. Do I have any way? I can weapon train, though. I can weapon train on this ship, actually. Depends on how fast the breach bomb animation is, which you're not sure of. You're going to go with a no. Why should it cut the ship out when it can cut the crew out? It's explicitly stated that the wiki page that bio and fire beams are excluded in that event. There you go. You can look it up on the wiki. Let's go ahead and get our weapons trained right now. This is worth doing. This is definitely worth doing, and we want to take every little tiny advantage we can take. And weapon training is absolutely worth getting to reduce chances of missiles hitting us like on the first volley or something. Alright, get ready to hear a lot of beam sounds. It's actually faster if I do whole beam, I think. I think whole beam is faster. Oh my god. Alright. Is this what it feels like to, I don't know, get an MRI or get cancer treatment? Just lasers shooting into your head? Oh my god. RIP head users. Lasers, oh my god. Sounds like being in a dentist chair. Yeah, it does. Oh man. This is what it's like to get LASIK on your eyes. This is what it feels like to have your skull drilled into. This is EDM on 10-hour repeat. Is buy or hold faster? I think hold's faster. It's also slightly quieter, so. This is what it's like to play Sonic Adventure 2 as Tails or Robotnik, alright? Apparently this is what a lot of things sound like, I guess. This is what cats feel like chasing laser pointer. Okay. Alright, how are we going to do the crew kill? Am I going to breach bomb shields and then anti-bio beam, or do I dual lasers? I'd like to do it without using bombs, so I'm probably going to start with dual laser anti-bio beam. And there it is. Okay. Get these guys charging. Turn this off. So we probably want to do this without using missiles if possible, which means dual lasers into the shields and anti-bio beam dudes as they run. Just dual lasers pop with shields. Yeah. I'm worried I'll do too much hull damage if I hit the shields. I don't know if that hit there. And he's got shield value. Oh! Dual laser start to fire. Okay. Oh, okay. I must have hit those guys. Nice. Okay. There we go. Just start a fire with dual lasers is easy. Get deleted. Alright, GG. That'll do it. Sounds like a Morse code guy took a lot of speed and caffeine. Alright, double reward. So we have a store coming up, but I'm just going to go ahead and get the second shield. Gonna do that. Getting shields would probably also set them in line for easy beams like happened as you were typing, yes. Okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Can't do that, so we gotta go 1, 2, 3. And we do still have slug repair gel to sell, and I could sell other stuff if needed to get something. What's the best weapon? If I had to choose one best weapon in the game, it's probably Advanced Flak. Advanced Flak is probably the objectively best weapon in the game because it's 1 power for 3 shots. Mini Beam could probably be put up there as potential best because of how much damage it can do for 1 power. Okay, good. But damage to power ratio is what I base questions like that off of. And I do have a tier list. Good. So you can look at the tier list if you want to get an idea of what I think are the best weapons in the game. But as far as like weapons that you can find and get on your run, if you add in rarity and likelihood to find a weapon on a run as a criteria, I put flak and halberd beam at near the top of the list. Flak, heavy laser 1. Halberd beam's a little expensive to get online though, so that's why flak 1 is the one I look for the most. Exclamation point tier list. And that's actually the latest one. Oh crap. Crap. Did I take away the weapon tier list link? Is my tier list on this? Where's my weapon tier list? Damn, I might have. Damn. I updated the tier list command for the ship tier list, and I wonder if I took away weapon tier list that I had made. Maybe Twitch would have approved your application if my schedule is up to date, Kappa. Darn, we could have gotten free crew there. You're never gonna let me live down my laziness, are you, Ramses? Black 1, best viable weapon. That or heavy laser 1, probably. Ease of, like, low cost of getting online, cheap cost of buying the weapon, how good it is with many other weapons. Black 1 probably best, though. Ion stunners, long-range scanners. Sounds like it's time for a new weapon tier list. I have a link to it, I think, in my stream stuff. Let me see if I can do a link, if I can find it in here, in my bookmarks. Stream stuff. Do I? Maybe I don't. Weapon tier list. Irie Legacy stuff. Oh, man, I don't know what I did with my weapon tier list. Sorry. I made one a while back, and the top of it, on my top tier list was actually Halberd Beam, because it was going by damage over time. And Halberd Beam was the best damage over time for a weapon that you could purchase. I think I want to just buy the scanners. Yeah, as best by is sorted by or arranged by DPS. You have it open, okay. Is that it? That looks right. There you go. I need to re-put that on my. I need to make a new command for that, I guess, like exclamation point weapons or something. Do I want to sell any weapons here? All of these have some usefulness behind them. Hull beam is better for DPS cost efficiency. Yeah. And where did I put hull laser on here? Or hull beam? Its DPS was... I was assuming maximum damage. So... hull beam was good, but... God, I have... 0.47. Actually, hull beam is above... Why did I put hull beam down? I think I put hull weapons down one tier because you have to aim at non-systems. I think was my purpose for that. So I put that down a tier. Same as missiles were all down a tier because they're consumable and you run out. All right, what am I doing here? I feel like I'm not going to sell anything. Hull beam if I want to kill ships. Breach and dual laser for killing crew. Swapped anti-bio beam for crew kill. I think I'm not going to sell any of these weapons right now. If you're a beginner, your favorite weapon is Pike. Yeah, the more you play, the more you'll realize that Pike is very slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chain Vulcan, again, is assuming DPS. Okay, this guy can't damage us. A fully spun up Vulcan, if there are no shields, is really good damage. So that tier list, I might do a different tier list eventually because of what that tier list is doing. Okay, let me focus here. I think... What level heal bay? Level 1, okay. This is going to be a tough crew kill, to be honest. With a heal bay and a rock crew. I think they're going to repair that in time. I feel like I might have to do too much hull damage before I can actually crew kill them. I need to, like, breach bomb their shields or something. And I don't want to use up all of my missiles. Okay, this... If one more anti-bio gets them, this might work. Let me wait right as the heal... There. Got him! Okay, nice. And that's a terrible reward for a crew kill. Holy crap. 12 scrap is all we get for that? Vulcan takes so freaking long to get it online? It is. It's slow. Again, my tier list... My weapon tier list is not exactly what I would say... This is the weapons you should always buy. And to me, I don't know if there's ever... You can ever have a perfect tier list for... This is the best weapon. Also, you should always buy it. Also, it's the most cost-effective in every situation. The great thing about FTL is that everything has its own specific situation where it's useful. Chain Vulcan being third highest on the list does not mean I would buy it every time I find it. That's why it's hard to make tier lists in FTL. Because there are things that are good in certain situations that are not good in other situations. So when I made that tier list, I said, there's no way to have one weapon be the end-all be-all all the time. So I'm going to base it by DPS at full maximum potential. Maximum potential DPS of a weapon was my criteria for that tier list. Does that necessarily mean that the best weapons on that tier list are the best weapons you should always buy? No. What I'm describing sounds like hacking? Yes. Hacking is like the only thing in the game that is like you should always buy it every time you see it, basically. Is there a positive outcome for giant spiders? Yes. You have to have an anti-biobeam for it, or a boarding drone, an anti-personnel drone, or clone bay protect you from losing crew. Important to note that technically you can win with just a Vulcan, so if you're short on stores, it can really save you because you don't need much else. Yes. And that is something where technically Vulcans, I think the only weapon that without hacking support can kill the boss. I think. 4, 3, 2, 1. Does that mean it's the best weapon in the game? Not really. But it doesn't mean that situationally it can be quite useful. Is there any chance of a wide option giant alien spider working out for you? Yeah, it's like a 50-50 a losing crew, Antipode, but that's why I never do it. I don't take the 50-50 to lose crew on anything. Unless you have Clone Bay, because Clone Bay protects you from the crew loss. Artillery can kill the boss without hacking support. It's the best system. Darn it! Using my own logic against me? Okay, we can dodge train here. And my weapon training's already done, so let's dodge train. Yes, we are safe here. It'd be nice if I had other crew to train, but let's get the training when you have the opportunity. Speed hack time. And why don't you just leave this on all the time? Because then it crashes, so that's why I don't do that. Okay, we're safe. You sold your shield drone for hacking on Stealth C the other day because you couldn't get shields and hacking weapons felt safer than shield drone and it scaled better. Yeah. Swarm missile could kill the boss solo. No, I don't put missiles in the same category because you can run out of them. You can't run out of lasers. You can run out of missiles. So no. I do not agree with any missile weapon being able to technically kill the boss on its own. Because even if it's technically correct, the best type of correct, it's not actually true. Because you run out of offense. Yeah, for Spider Event you need eBay. You can find your clone there. No, Clone Bay is what you need. Not eBay. I guess that was a meme. Okay, there's weapons maxed. Okay, Rock A can technically beat the flagship with default weapons. You know, because you've done it. Yeah, you basically have to just buy missiles the entire run, I guess. We've done a missiles-only run, and it was one of my least favorite runs of all time. But I've done it, too. I didn't use just the starting weapons, though. I bought better missiles to prove that we could do a missile-only run. I think that was our Rock A as-intended run way back in the day. Paradoxically, the most likely scenario where you take down the flagship with missiles is probably the result of not using missiles for most of the rest of the run. Yeah. You wanted to buy better missiles, but you found none for the rest of the run. Got a replicator to drop for free in Sector 1 that run. Oh, okay. Alright. Double reward for the crew kill. Nice. Hull missiles are pretty nice on the flagship. Okay, I could see that. Except Phase 2 when they're worthless. Unless you have something to support to get them through by the defense drone, I guess. Alright, do I want to get a weapon upgrade? I should probably just say for hacking. This is good enough for now. You're back from the shower. Welcome back. Firebomb would be the best candidate for killing the boss on its own. But it's still finite resource. But I guess it's less important that it's finite resource. But a single firebomb against all the crew phase 1? Man, good luck not dying to missiles in the time it takes to do that. What's up, Plunder Pig? Am I red with concentration? I guess so. I guess everybody just gotta make a comment on my camera coloration today. Yes. It's because of green screen, okay? It's because of green screen. If we want to work in green screen, I have to be red face. You weren't even close to original. No, you're about the 4th or 5th person who's asked me that. Mentioned me looking like I have a sunburn, or I don't think anybody's made the joke about me looking like, who's the orange-faced ex-president of the U.S.? Donald Trump. Nobody's made the Donald Trump joke if you want to make that one. NG, okay. My volume is really high, Kappa. Thanks. I look like Walter White. All right. Walter White counter up to 97. We have all the unoriginal comments today. Great. Although it's been a few weeks since somebody said that, I guess. Red Skull never dies. There you go. I'm more handsome than Donald Trump. Thank you. Walter Red. Okay. Let's see here. 54 scrap. Yeah, we're saving for hacking. Power of the Rand is so high he needs to live under the light of a red sun to not destroy the galaxy. Okay. No, that's a good one. Please don't give me a map, by the way. 20 scrap. 10 scrap per fuel. I'll take it. Good luck for partner. Thank you. Sucks that we missed the first attempt. Hopefully we'll get it next time or the next time or the next time. Wow, look at those choices. Mantis or Mantis. Guess I'll go Mantis. It's him, Texas Red. Okay. Yes, our first application failed. Hopefully the second one will be better. We can do giant alien spiders with anti-bio beams, so because of that we're going to get something else that I need Clone Bay for. This would actually be awesome if I could do giant alien spiders with anti-bio beam. Hey! There we go! Giant alien spiders. Use the beam, pick up the spiders. Okay, that's low scrap, but 6 fuel 2 drone parts pretty darn nice. Asteroid field. I think I'm just going to have dual laser plus hull beam ready to go for asteroid field fight. I do need to train up El Nub Nub on dodges now. What's this run theme? Crew killing without with weapons, without boarding, I guess. Please don't hack my shields. Oh god. Oh god. Fucking auto shield hack in an asteroid field. Good dodge there. Okay, we got his weapons down. Jesus. Worst possible thing he could have done. Get that crap out of here. Okay. Honestly, only 1 damage with a shield hack is good. Going to check if it is equal to the regular option. The reward of Biobeam? You can just look up the wiki, it'll tell you. Pretty sure it's not as good as the 50-50 of the other thing. Did you know you could buy anti-biobeams in weapons in slug sectors? Alright, good meme, good meme. Peppa Pig voice? What's a Peppa Pig voice? Is that like Papega? I can't talk. He's got a clone bay. Okay, so what we do is we don't kill the Mantis. Let him run back at low health. Then we do kill the NG. And kill his clone bay as we kill the NG. That's the play here. Perfect. Goes back at low health. Fighters is high resource generally. You always risk that when doing missiles only because of the chance to get 6 to 8 missiles if it went well. Okay. AP drone gives mid resources with scrap. Boarding drone gives low scrap and resources. So I guess what we got was high resources. Surely that wasn't considered high scrap, right? Actually, I don't know that we kill the NG before teleporter him. Okay, got him. Oh, he's got level 2 clone bait. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? Think we get it off in line on time anyway. Got him. Nice. Was not expecting a level 2 clone bay. Nobody expects the level 2 clone bay. Peppa Pig is that British kid who happens to be a kid. It's a cartoon. Okay. Don't think I've ever seen that. That was medium scrap. Don't call me Shirley. 7 scrap was medium? Really? God, that sucks. I mean, FTL 4 times a week for the next 4 weeks. Yeah, if I'm gonna really push for partner, which I really want to do, I'm basically playing FTL Hard no pause Tuesday through Fridays now, because that's the only way I'm gonna have the viewership I need to convince Twitch that I deserve partnership, I guess. All right. I'm gonna do that since I know I have 2 ship fights before I can even get to a store. There we go. We got Breach, dual laser, and whole beam or anti-bio beam, depending if we do crew kill or ship kill. No, I'm not gonna do 2 times viewership days. I don't have enough. I don't get enough ships a week to be able to do that. Besides, the viewership on viewership days, is still a third of what we get on Hard no pause days. So, no, it's gonna be Hard no pause. That's what I have to do if I want to get partner. If I sound disappointed, I'm totally not disappointed. Should be able to crew kill this, no problem though. I only need 1 shield now. So go back. Okay. No, I'm not actually disappointed to play more Hard no pause. If we're gonna have viewership like this, that kind of makes it worthwhile. Free crew, baby. Nice. I wanted to be able to play other games, but you know what? If you want to be a Twitch partner, you can't be a variety streamer unless you are one of the top, I don't know, 1,000 streamers on Twitch or something. I've gotten a lot better compared to a few months ago. Thanks, they call me Hayes. You wish you could make a viewership for Mondays? If you had a special chain laser ship, you bet I'd get more people on Mondays. Sure, sure. Superliminal won't work for you. That's weird, Hamlo. Probably, if you got on like our Discord or something, you could maybe get some people to help you if you really wanted to do it. Yes, exclamation point. Twitch partner shows you the letter I received yesterday, Jamrock, and I've talked about it a couple times. I finally got my rejection letter. But it does say you're on the right track. Again, it's probably a canned response, but... Okay, missile down. What the hell? Oh, man. I want to keep that down, please. Okay, that's good. But they did say we're on the right track. Probably they say that to everybody who applies when they've hit the minimum requirements. That's my guess. Okay, let's wait and see. Okay. Got him. That's where you notice too, Hard no pause still draws twice the viewership. Just FTL's not enough of a poll. No, I gotta be doing the thing that I am the top small percentage of the world doing. Although I guess I am also a small percentage of the world doing viewer created ships. I might be the only person who does that, but this is the thing that draws the crowd, is the top level of FTL Hard no pause attempts, I guess. Any new audio cues? It's not Ramsey's mod, it's RPG's mod, yeah. There hasn't been an update since the last week of our Push for Partner month, I don't think. Or maybe there was one during the break, and that's the latest one. I forget. There's been 7 of them, so we're on the 7th iteration of this mod. The partnership team, that was bot number 7. Okay. We have NG for blue option here. Very good. Pulsar is better to look for stores, but Pulsar without hacking, no thanks. So if I... Have I found a store yet? I don't think I have. So I'd probably go... I know that that's not a store. I'd probably go 1, 2, and if I don't see a store there, 3, and then we can go 4, 5, or 4, 5 if a store's up there. Yeah, let's do that. RPG's mod adds a lot of color to the stream. Oh yeah, it's super. They're great. The fact that RPG got me to laugh at missiles is a miracle. Another free crew. Okay. Well, that gets us a silly device, even though you've gotten a little dodge training. I prefer to have an NG on doors so that you're free to go repair. Silly device, lead us to thy silly deviceness and bless us with thy silly deviceness. Will becoming a VidTuber boost your viewership? I don't know what a VidTuber is. Did you mean VTuber? The people who use the... those like... What are they called? Those are... what's that word? Something with an A. My brain's not working. Avatar, thank you. Yeah, they're the ones who use avatars, right? Okay, well that's none of the systems I want. Yeah, that's the animated thing. I doubt that would work with the people who watch my stream. Yes, the Last Airbender streams. Man, I don't think I do anything here unless I just buy sensors to give me a higher chance of finding hacking. So normally we talk about you don't buy sensors on a ship that doesn't start with sensors. You don't buy doors with Rock B. Should I buy it now when I have the scrap to still buy hacking after? I feel like I should. You're here for the Rand show, not the VTuber show. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think VTubers would... VTubing would be good for my stream. I feel like that's a thing that a lot of kids like to watch. Yeah, I'm not really looking at any of that. Dude, I already have the long-range scanners. I mean, I guess technically I could go drone control plus defense drone, but we never want that. We want hacking, cloaking, and mind control. Sometimes you'll buy sensors to free up slots. Prefer to buy battery to do that instead. Yeah, agreed. Since I don't have options, I'm going to do that just to hopefully give us a chance to at least get backup battery at the next store rather than that. Hamlo's here for the chair show, not the ranch show. Yeah. Teleporter and go double mantis boarding. You know what? That was an actual... That was not a bad idea. Actually not a troll idea. But if it's not a ship that starts with boarding, unless I'm desperate, I don't want to go boarding. Get that missile down. I don't want to make myself have to do that micro. Maybe it's lazy, but I prefer to say it's ease of execution. It's like in League of Legends when they talk about team comps, where sometimes the better team isn't the one playing the harder comp, it's the one playing the easier comp. And weapon builds are easier to execute than boarding builds. I thought I moved you to repair that. So, teleporter on a ship that doesn't start with teleporter, unless I'm desperate, I'm just not going to go for it. To be honest, you watch if you have time. You don't care if you see you, Avatar, or nothing, but you are also old, so you're not the general. Can you biobeam your own crew? No, you can't beam your own ship. You can only bomb your own ship. Sensors baited the missile. Good job, sensors. Teleport pretty good on rock ships and Crystal A. Rock A often has no choice, yeah. So, this right here, we could debate on if it's a dive. My guess is that 90% that is a dive. It's right on the middle, but I have a feeling this is one of those where looks like a 50-50, but I feel like that's more 90-10. 90% of the time it's a dive, 10% it's not a dive. Can you biobeam your own crew that has boarded? Oh. I think so. Alright, let's find out. Were you a dive? Free swarm missile. It was a dive, okay. I could go bam bam. But diving for a chance at hacking is not really what I want to do right now. All right, I prefer NG controlled over NG homeworlds, but I'm going to go NG homeworlds so that if we have Force Zoltan, I don't have to go to Zoltan. I don't actually like the NG homeworlds quest because it's... Unless you can crew kill. Well, we might be able to crew kill. You have to crew kill without doing a lot of hull damage for the NG homeworlds quest to all be ship fight scrap rewards. Worth to dive. Yes, on my 23 streak, I should totally dive for a small chance at hacking. I think I'm going to not do that. Alright, main goal is store with hacking. That's our main goal this sector. No, we're not diving. This is human gets us a mantis, mantis gets us scrap. Okay. What about a big chance of hacking? Well, how about I just get hacking at the next store and call it a day? Alright. Do I ever keep the swarm? Nah. Alright, we have some options here. This is always happening. Burst Laser 1 is something to think about. Honestly, I don't feel like I need to swap my weapons. If I just get mind control here, which I can't afford, I'd have to sell something. Problem is, what would I sell to get Burst Laser 1? I guess I could sell nothing, but if I sell nothing, then I have 5 weapons, and then I'm swapping between weapons, which I don't love. I'm honestly looking at backup battery mind control, because I don't feel a huge need to do anything to my weapons. Dual lasers, breach 1 hull beam, kills ships. Dual 1, breach 1 anti-bio beam, kills crew. I kind of just want to... What do I want to do here? I think I either sell anti-bio for mind control or just buy backup battery and fuel. You think buy Burst Laser 1, stick hull beam in the hold for now. Bring it back when you sell anti-bio beam. Mind control doesn't seem like a top priority at the moment. Let me give you a counter argument. The thing that I just talked about we are in NG Homeworlds. And for those who don't know, oh, there's another store, by the way. The NG Homeworlds quest is 1 jump gives you a quest, 2 quest beacons where you have to crew kill to guarantee you gain scrap, and then a 4th jump that gets you stuff as another fight. So having crew kill options, which mind control and anti-bio beam both give you, will help if I get NG Homeworlds quest. I should buy 6 missiles. No thanks. I am going to just buy backup battery. This might be the weirdest choice, but I just want systems right now. I actually think my weapons are fine. I'm not even going to go to the second store. I'm just going to try to gain scrap and get everything online, which basically is level 2 hacking. Escort quest. Okay. Interesting spread out setup here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. NG quest is fun. I don't like the NG Homeworlds quest. Unless I got teleporter, because that's like one of the few like guarantees you can get all the rewards from. I'm gonna desync these weapons. Maybe they're already desynced, I don't know. But this is definitely another crew kill. I'm using anti-bio beam a lot this run because fighting a lot of ships where it feels like the right play. No healing in there allowed, sir. Also feel like I'm using a lot of bombs. Got him. Well, we're getting a lot of free crew for these non-boarding crew kills. Not a lot of 2-shield ships, so Biobeam actually kills fast. Yeah. I mean, we're only in Sector 2, so... Right? No, this is Sector 3. Okay, let's go ahead and get level 2 hacking. We got backup battery, level 2 hack. really, I don't feel the need to spend a bunch of scrap on weapons with a build like this. That's why I didn't. I would have liked to have gotten the Burst Laser 1, but I didn't want to spend the scrap on it. Have I got that micro down where I make quick decisions for what weapons to use from the options? Sorry, from what options, Plunderpig? I don't know if I understand your question. It's less micro and just looking at a ship and knowing what I'm going to be doing. So like here, it only has 2 crew. All I need to do is get 2 weapon power down. I'm safe from halberd beam, so we can definitely go for anti-bio beam crew kill here. Safest thing would be whole beam first volley, but I'm going to trust in... Oh, he's got an extra weapon I didn't see. Oh. Okay, well now we're safe. It's fine. Can NG Homeworlds even be Sector 2? I think Homeworlds, the earliest is Sector 3. So this is probably the earliest. But I also thought it was Sector 4 was the earliest for Homeworlds. So maybe NG's the only one that could be Sector 3. I don't know. NG Boy on cameras. I don't... Oh, this guy. I don't need to. But then I realized I have an extra NG just sitting here. You have to switch from biobeam to breach and back because you don't have enough power, for instance. I haven't mastered this, doing this with hotkeys, if that's what you're talking about. I usually still right-click, left-click, if that's what you're referencing. Your concern with not buying Burst Laser 1 is that ships with 3 shield bubbles can turn up next sector. True, but the level 2 hacking is going to cover us from that. Four, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me go see if there's ship fights there. If there are, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If there are not ship fights there, and like say there is a ship fight there, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically, I'm hoping for ship fights. Hockey muscle memory. Good luck. All right, thanks, Plunderpig. Is Rock Homeworld the rarest Homeworld sector? By the way, feels like it at times. I don't think it's any more or less rare than the others. It just, because it has to do with crystal unlock, it feels probably like the most rare. This is a stupid fight. This is a bullshit overpowered fight that has best burst laser, double missiles, and cloaking with 2 shields. This is bullshit. I'm just going to tell you how I really feel. Need to hack his weapons if at all possible. It's at least level 2 cloaking. God damn it, is that level 3 cloaking? Go F yourself, FTL. Fuck you, man. And level 3 cloaking. I can tell by the amount of time it took before the cloaking wore off.
Wow, big surprise.
Okay, good dodges at least.
For me to do 0 fucking damage.
Good effing dodges. I don't have enough power. Oh, god damn it. What a bullshit overpowered ship, man. No downside to having multiple weapon missiles. Okay, alright. There we go. Finally. Jesus. Alright, our dodge has saved us this fight. This fight could have been way, way effing worse. What a stupid ship, Sector 2. Ridiculously overpowered. Keep that goddamn missile offline. Get that crap out of here, you cheating ass ship. This is like Sector 4 or 5 power in a Sector 3 ship. It's more jarring as we run into it, like... So... I don't know, after fighting such weaker ships, basically. Using so many bombs to keep this goddamn missile offline. Double NG repair party too, Jesus Christ. Whole beam is so slow I can't get 2 shots off. There we go. Die, you piece of crap. You cheating piece of crap. Oh, God. What an overpowered ship that was. Dodge has saved us from that being, like, run-endingly bad. Yeah, this is Sector 3 that was a... Was that a 2 damage missile? I don't know. I didn't notice the damage, but it was 1, 2... That was only a 4 or 5 weapon power system, but the fact that it was level 3 cloaking with 2 shields is just stupid. Level 3 cloaking can appear on these ships by Sector 3, which is completely ridiculous. Yeah, it's really dumb. That was a 2 damage missile, so that was a 5 power ship. Christ almighty. Frickin' broken ass ship that was. I think that's the worst possible weapon combo. It was impressive watching me crush that guy, thanks. It was a lot of luck dodging missiles, but... And also value of weapon hacking right there. I'm fighting ships that I'm less comfortable crew killing now. I don't want to save some drone parts. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Value point and shields, and we double hit his laser with our laser. Jesus, game. God damn it. We know there's a value point in shields because we hit shields with 1 damage breach bomb and the shields didn't go down. Frickin' NG repairing every single fight too. Yeah, we're keeping our hull up, which is good. And a free repair is really good. Yeah, I wish I had the burst laser one over probably the breach right now. Breach just doesn't feel good when they start having multiple shields and value points. A guaranteed breach is great and all, but not guaranteed getting a shield system down, or shield power down, doesn't feel great to me. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd gotten that burst laser one. Belated GG on the Kestrel beer run. Thanks, Bacon Buyer. There we go. Nice. Nice. That can help me get through shields. That hits, that is a guaranteed shield down as compared to breach bomb. If you do exclamation point streak, it'll bring you to a very hard to read spreadsheet. But what I can tell you in shorthand is Zoltan C is the one we're scared of. After this, it's Mantis C, Zoltan C, Zoltan A, Lanius A. That sounds right. And if you're wondering why I don't update that, I'm lazy. And I don't know how to make something that looks good on that, honestly. Alright, missile go down, please. Thank you. Zoltan A, Lanius A should be a breeze. Yeah. It's also a good way to jinx a streak, though, to say it should be a breeze. I'm going to go for the crew kill here. The missile's going to come back up, but I do have weapon hacks, so I think I'm going to try for the crew kill. I think I have enough time. Okay. Okay. Alright, that should do it. But yes, Zoltan A and Lanius A are the two strongest ships still left, that's for sure. Got it. Nice. Double reward? Okay. Well, we were low on crew last run. We are overflowing with NGs this run. I'm okay with overflowing with NGs. I still haven't had a ship to train my new dodge and my shield guy, though. I think... He's getting close on engines. How are you doing on shields? I think I want to free up one Mantis to deal with borders, so let's do this. Any of these guys have shield training or anything? No. This guy's repair training, though, so let's put the new guy there. Okay. Crowded ship. I love a crowded ship. Still room for a human mascot. You're super confused about the spreadsheet. Yes, I know. Look at the top of the spreadsheet where it says random ships, no repeats. That column has a bunch of ones in it. Every row that has a 1 in it is a ship we've completed. I know, it's really confusing. You want to be the hang around NG. All right, after this, which is this guy. Okay. Psycho N4UT. On board, Psycho N4Watt. I mean, Psycho not in leet speak. So that's power. That cost me drone part 2 missiles. Yeah. Which made 8 drone parts and 6 missiles. Not as expensive as it could be. I'm going to do that. Even though I don't really want to do it because I want power that I don't have to spend scrap on. So, and there it is, for Sultan. So do I go to Slug? With level 2 shields, I think I do. I mean, level 2 hacking, I think I do. Could probably just put numbers in as 1, 2, 3, etc. and store ascending. That'd get the streak in order. Well, what I am thinking is that the way it's currently set up is if I ever do complete the cycle, I can then put a 2 in the ships on the second part of the cycle, replace the 1, and then I'll know, I'll be able to keep track of it that way. So I don't know if I'm going to change it. Also, I'm lazy, so I don't know if I'm going to change it. I'm just lazy. All right, what am I hoping for here? First laser 1 we could buy. Maybe fuel. I need to get level 202 since we're in Slug Sector. Mind control would have been very nice here. Buy a clone bay. I don't want to be spending scrap on a clone bay right now, though. I don't even update my stream schedule every time I change games I'm playing, as Ramses likes to remind me, so I don't know if I'll probably eventually make a easier to read streak thing, but I'm thinking about selling this, but honestly I should probably sell onto Biobeam because I can go dual ion anti-hull and use the breach bomb, but my breach, I only have 6 missiles. Anti-Biobeam is getting me lots of crew kills, but we're going to be fighting higher shield ships over and over. Today we should be playing Bob Is You, going by my schedule, yes. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I need to buy a little bit of fuel, being in a nebula. First laser 1. We need the O2 for protection. Consideration of medbay level 2 for the worrying radiation event, but I have so much crew I think I can vent and overpower the slug borders. So I could do this. I really want mind control, so let me only do a weapon upgrade once I have... I want to always keep enough scrap to be able to buy mind control at the next store. That's what I want to do. Okay, his weapons are pretty weak, so that's good. So I'm going to attempt to not use a drone part here. It's hard for me to aim everything exactly where I want it to be and time it correctly there. This is almost a safe fight, but not actually a safe fight. Crap. Okay, got him. If I could keep that offline forever, maybe could do dodge training, shield training, something. Alright, store. So, Slug Home Nebula is 1 to 2 in Nebula, 0 to 1 outside of Nebula. So this is going to be... It's not 2 to 3 in Nebula, right? So I think I'm going to do this, and then go down... Actually, wow, this is really spread out for a Slug Nebula. I think I need to go get a bunch of extra jumps, go down here, and then go down and around. 2 in Nebula, 0 to 1 outside. Okay. All right. Basically, all that's to say we're going up until before we come back down to the store. Because there's a small chance we could get cloaking this sector. Big giant missile. Let's hack that. I'll let those two fire. Dodge training. Do this. The hell? Oh, God damn it. When did I move Hull Beam over to... Damn it. Oh, my freaking... I moved my weapons all around. It's screwing me up here. I need that missile offline. I don't think I'm going to get it offline. Damn it. I need a good dodge here. And they mind control my fucking...
We're dead. We are fucking dead.
God damn you, FTL. Mind control my engines guy right as the missile fires. Screwed up my micro there because my weapons were not where I thought they were. My weapon numbers were not where I thought they were. This guy's dodging like a mofo. Guess while his missile's down, we get a little training. Oh, that was 4 damage that maybe we didn't take if I had done my weapons right, although they could have just dodged it. I'm going to assume they were going to dodge it, and not that I screwed up my micro there. I really hate the backup battery, yeah. Well, we did get a free repair earlier, so that helps make up for the damn giant amounts of missile damage we just took. Do I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I don't think we do. So I'm going to get 2 ship fights, then backtrack through here to get the store. And I'm going to go ahead and get the weapon upgrade. We can still afford mind control. And these, like, 4 shield ships or 3 shield ships that we could potentially run into that breach bomb can help. Okay. What's this one? It's asked to see the goods, continue, and then slug. Here we go. If I didn't have slug, we do continue once, I think. Alright, this is a crew kill. This is a, whatever it's called, a coffin ship here. But I do want to make it so that we're safe from damage, so we hit the weapons while killing the O2. Good. Firebomb. Good dodge. We'll just allow the firebomb to do its thing, because we can potentially get a little bit of dodge training while we wait for the long time of O2 crew kill, and hope we don't actually take damage from it with double NG repair party. Oh, god damn it. Okay, screw your firebomb. Double NG not fast enough. This is the one with the hidden blue, slug blue option. How is he planning to teleport aboard with no teleportation? Who is going to teleport where? I don't understand the question, Type 0. Did somebody say something about teleporting on this event? Alright, they'll die eventually. Eventually they will. Oh, are you saying that the whole we sent somebody aboard our ship or something? The text event says a slug tries to board your ship. Oh, okay. Well, our crew is maxed. And hey, that is a Dodge-trained Zoltan. That's great. That is actually amazing. That's power, and that's some training on our dodges. That's beautiful. Now I don't need to find a Dodge-trained ship. It's only shield training we're missing. Yeah, I forget. People mention things about lore of FTL, and I stopped reading the text for this game so long ago that I sometimes don't even understand the questions. You want to be green boy? Sure thing. Chance of getting free crew from a crew kill there is 1 in 9. All right. Okay. All right, I'm gonna attempt to not use drone parts here. Okay, we should be safe. And I'm trying to not use missiles as well. Damn it, I hit the side. Frickin' no pause beam micro, man. I don't think we're getting much in the way of crew kills anymore, though, since I sold bio beam. Claims to be engine trained, but let's see how he actually performs in battle. Okay. Alright, and who wanted to be him? Razant wants to be Green Boy. Nice. No human. Why are you sad? It's the best day when you don't have to, you know, send a human out to space. Can I go 1, 2, 3? I don't think I can, and we want to hit the store because we can afford mind control. I totally get you. There was a dialogue in Baldur's Gate 3 where a main character said, "Don't question it," and I immediately after mentions a situation where if you don't question it further. Okay. Well, I feel like not reading in Baldur's Gate a story-driven RPG is different than not reading in a, you know, roguelike strategy game. Holy flack. And cloaking. We have some choices to make here. But I would probably be in the same boat if I played... I do want to eventually play Baldur's Gate. But I feel like if I eventually played Baldur's Gate, I'll have a hard time with reading everything because I'll want to just skip through and get to the gameplay. I think I want to sell the whole beam. No, what do I want to sell? We're buying this flak. Is it Breach 1? Breach 1's probably better to keep than Ion Blast, to be honest. You like the little points where a game's dialogue raises a giant question mark? Because Breach can help us get crew kills on the boss fight. Ion Blast can't. You think I should just sell the Breach for cloaking and not get the flak? Damn it. I was hoping nobody would say that. But that's probably the right play, because we do win with just cloaking hacking. My counter-argument to that is, what are we more likely to find again? A flak or cloaking? Cloaking, right? Although flak is in the most common types of weapons to find. We just have to find another store with weapons for the chance at that. Counter-argument, it's a flak, I know, right? What's the difference between Breach 1 and Breach 2? Breach 2 does 3 hull damage for 2 power. Breach 1 does 1 hull damage for 1 power. Breach 1 is faster, though. I think either way... System, not hull. Yeah, did I say hull? Sorry, system damage. I could go flak dual hull beam right now if I don't get cloaking. God, that sounds so good. Can I afford to pass up cloaking in Sector 4? Okay, I'm doing it. I'm buying the flak. I'm sorry. I think cloak is the better play, but I'm doing the not better play because I love flak too much. I love flak too much. This also lets me hack weapons because I can get through while hacking weapons. So I'm delaying the cloaking. I could have my systems not quite done, but the 2 important ones. I'm debated by a flak. Hack cloak cycle is offense. I know. And I agree with you, it's the better play. But I'm buying flak. Okay, missiles down. By the way, Rand, my stick insects have hatched. You have stick insects, Hecataurus? Wow. You probably have told me about that before. Damn it. And now I wish I had cloak.
You should have 0 god.
But who needs it when we could just dodge everything? There we go. Missile down. What's up, silly device? 23. Yes, we are keeping our personal best alive. Only 5 ships left is crazy. Taking flak unconditionally is mega based. I don't know what mega based means, but I will say I am heavy biased towards hacking though. They laid eggs in April and those eggs have now hatched. You have a ton of tiny baby sticks insects. Do I want any? No. No, that sounds kind of scary to me. Alright, if this store has cloaking, I think I'll be able to sell ion blast and long range scanners to get it, and I will absolutely do that. And hopefully that will make us hashtag never punished for buying a flak. You usually prioritize active offense and would have taken the flak again. Oh man, but there's a heavy laser. Okay. Alright, selling long range scanners and ion blast gets us cloaking. Let's do it. I really want the heavy laser too. They keep giving me cloaking or one of the best weapons in the game. Based equals sincere, cool, or decent. I feel like this ship could use another stick insect or two. Too late, I've mailed you some stick insects. Express shipment. I hope they don't die in the mail. I love you long-range scanners, but this is boss ready. Apart from mind control system we need to get, this is boss ready, so we're doing that. And we have committed to the dive. This also makes the dive a little less scary. You want to buy a drone part? Too bad, I have 2 scrap left, so let's go. Skill selling scanners is major feels bad. Yes, but we've had this discussion before. I think Crow Revel does a whole video about people overvaluing long-range scanners and not selling it for things like cloaking, and I think that's a perfect example of when you should sell long-range scanners for a system upgrade. We don't even need to hack here. Boss ready sector 4, that's right. I'll agree, it does feel bad, but having cloaking never feels bad. Sometimes if you get it really super early and you're behind on everything else, it'll feel a little bad, but in this situation, it feels bad at all to have the second best system in the game. Also, I had to make up to Sleeping Dragon for not buying cloaking at the last store. Cloaking is only cloaking, but long-range scanners gets a scrap, and that could be anything. You could even buy us cloaking. Nice. Nice Family Guy reference. I'll take the box! What's in the box? Nothing! Absolutely nothing. You're so stupid. Long-range scanner loses value as the run goes on because you're going to gain less scrap from it. I completely disagree, Ilham. Why would it lose value? The later in the run, the more scrap you get from ship fights, not the less. I don't understand that statement at all. Google says based is a slang term that originally meant to be addicted to crack cocaine or acting like you were, but was reclaimed by rapper Lil B for being yourself and not caring what others think of you. However, really just a term synonymous with awesome nowadays. Okay. Borders. Okay, this is that event I was talking about. I'm gonna attempt to not use a drone part. And is this the event where it doesn't matter if you crew kill them? I think we looked up worrying radiation doesn't matter if you crew kill or not. Okay, cool. So I can just kill this guy. We looked this up a couple weeks ago. Long range scanner is great, but a lot of the times you route is pretty determined anyway for optimizing nebula or looking for stores, so it's mainly nice for avoiding hazards picking between 2 paths. I don't 100% agree with that because I will sometimes do a slightly suboptimal route to get more ship fights, and I know that's probably not optimal. I will sometimes... I've been leaning more and more towards optimizing towards finding stores and nebula jumps, but I will still slightly sub-optimize if it gets me an extra ship fight or 2 depending on my scrap gains. Because if I have long-range scanners, I see a route that's more likely to have a store, but I'm low on scrap, then I will more likely take a ship fight that's not perfectly optimized for finding stores, because if I find the store, I won't have scrap to do anything anyway. So I feel like there's a balance there that sometimes people go even too far on the other end of the looking for stores end. Because if you get to a store and you can't buy anything, what's the point, you know? Thought based meant you have a controversial opinion, but said it anyway. Got. Alright, I want to save up for mind control, but I'm going to go ahead and get one extra engine for the dive we're about to do. How much scrap left you are going to gain from it? If you are in Sector 7, you aren't going to get as many extra ship fights because there's only 2 sectors left. Ilham, but to me, that thinking is a little counterintuitive because every empty jump in Sector 7, you lose so much more than you would from an empty jump in Sector 2. Because in Sector 7, your scrap gains are 40, 50, 60 scrap compared to 10, 20, 30 in early sectors. So I don't buy what you're selling there. Every ship fight is worth so much more scrap the later you get. I'm gonna see if I can kill this for the fuel. Use the missile to do something an NG can do in the time it takes to charge. What is that a reference to? I will often keep long-range scanners when there's a store to sell them at the end of Sector 7. Because one ship fight gain in Sector 8 that could have been an empty jump is worth more to me than the 15 scrap I get for selling long-range scanners. Not always, but sometimes I'll do that. No, I like the conversation, and you're welcome to use that. I don't want you to keep your opinions yourself. I'm just disagreeing with you. I disagree with a number of things. I'm talking about the whole looking for stores thing. I'm pretty sure that I disagree with Crowavel about priority, how much of a priority is to always be min-maxing your jumps for stores compared to ship fights. So, I like these discussions. I hope I don't mean to shut down your opinion and say you're wrong and you should never give me an opinion again. I just don't agree with it. So, sorry if I'm too vehemently disagreeing with your opinion. Your opinion is wrong and you should feel bad. Okay. It's not just me, also chat. Okay, well, if all of chat is disagreeing, then you might have a wrong opinion. No, just kidding. Alright, let's see here. We are winning this fight. We should be good. Let's knock up the slug, the fighting training. Being able to dodge a pulsar ion storm can also be real important. True. Someone asked what was worst weapon. You said repair burst because in the time it takes you to charge an engine. Oh, you're talking about that. I must have missed that. Long-range scanner's great value everywhere most of the time. Whether or not you buy it late or early game is mostly irrelevant. At worst, it's 15 scrap. But if you find you don't take any difference or suboptimal routes anyway, it can feel like a bit of a waste, even though it usually isn't. Yeah, and I think a part of this discussion is also people talk about Crowavel's video about route optimization, and I still haven't watched it, and I need to. Yeah, this is a great dive sector. Exit Beacon Nebula. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 nebula jumps. I'd like to get all of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then around. That looks like that'll work. Okay. Because we're going through so many nebulas and I don't have Clone Bay, we're getting level 2 piloting for Manly Search. We almost have enough to get our mind control scrap numbers back up. No, he's being disrespectful when a bunch of people disagree. It feels like maybe you shouldn't have said anything. Well, the question I would ask Ilham is how much FTL have you played too? Because it could be we have a lot of people who will make suggestions, and that's because they are less experienced in the game. And so what they're suggesting might not be the optimal play. Damn, he is dodging a lot. Okay. Damn, we're taking damage here. Unless we dodge 50% of his shots. Hey, we dodged 50% of his shots. So that would be my next question is, you know, maybe reconsider what you have always thought is the right play. I know I've made a lot of changes to my play in the last couple of years of playing FTL. 200 hours-ish. That's a pretty good amount. Yeah. Long-range scanners, apart from scrap, also allows to avoid hazards. Yep, that's a good part of it. Avoiding pulsars is worth in itself. Long-range scanners is basically really good in 90 to 95% of runs, but those are generally runs you'd win anyway. And then the remaining runs where scrap is tight, getting early might well get you killed. I don't know if I completely agree with that, because that makes it sound like that it's... I don't know. The way you said that makes it sound like you shouldn't buy long-range scanners, and I just will disagree with that opinion almost every time. So I'm kind of having a hard time understanding that. All right, double missiles. Okay. Even though he's got 3 shields, I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I do not like double missiles. Okay. All right, missile down. That's good. Poke the bomb. There we go. There's a better swipe there. Beautiful. Last Jedi is an excellent movie. Let's start a new debate. Okay. I'm not even gonna respond. Flash Barton dropping by to say good luck. Thank you. Appreciate the good luck wishes. All right. So I want to always have enough scrap for mind control. Let me get 1 power. And do I have anything to sell? I don't. So if I get shield value, I don't have enough for mind control. So let's not do that yet. Shouldn't buy long-range scanners if buying them puts you below any relevant thresholds, is what you're saying, Sleeping Dragon. Okay. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I'm going to say that I'm sometimes tempted, though. Like when I bought mind control, bought a flak instead of cloaking, when you could argue that I bought flak when it put me below a relevant threshold. Okay, those are some good weapons, but we do have cloaking. I'm gonna see what my first volley does before I decide if I hack or not. Okay, I'm hacking it. We can take damage. I have a feeling I sometimes don't play fully optimally though either, because of my bias towards flaks, long-range scanners, and certain things. Holy free stun bomb, Batman. You quite liked Last Jedi? Are you being serious, Amanamiko? Oh man. Is that the one where Luke Skywalker throws the lightsaber down? Because I will say your opinion's wrong if you say you like that. Because I think that is the worst of the new Star Wars movies. Because it basically destroys a character. It basically destroys all of Luke's character arc in the original trilogy. I absolutely hate it because of what was done to Luke Skywalker. You always play FTL optimally because you never played it, so you haven't had the chance to not to. Nice, that sounds what Shogi says. He has the best streak ever because he's never played the game. What's the scariest ship in civilian sector? The scariest enemy ship? I don't know. Ask Sleeping Dragon or Mike Hopley. I don't have sector ships memorized. If I had to pick the free shield hack ship, I think that's in civilian sectors. But I don't know. Damn it. I don't know if that's the only scary ship or the scariest. Also, it depends. I hate to say it, but it depends. What ship are you playing? If you're playing Stealth B, then the shield hack ship doesn't matter. So it's the same answer as always in FTL questions. The answer is it depends. Episode 8 destroys basically every character arc that came before that movie. That sounds about right. Yeah. It's on J.J. Abrams. He put Luke on the island, left entirely up to another director, figured out why. I feel like blaming it on any single person is wrong. Although if I blame anybody, I blame Rian Johnson, because he's the one who made the decision to ruin his character arc by making Luke a old curmudgeon. You didn't have to make that decision, but who it's really on is frickin' Disney execs who decided to switch directors in between movies. That's just, there's no way you're gonna have any continuity if you have different directors making different story choices after doing cliffhangers. That's just the worst possible executive decision you could make about a movie that's all about character arcs. You blame Lucasfilm. A lot of people blame Kathleen Kennedy, and I'm sure she was a major part of it, but I mean, J.J. Abrams not making the best decisions for the first one, and then Rian Johnson making that decision, and Kathleen Kennedy supporting those decisions. I mean, it's just Disney made terrible decisions all around with the sequels, in my opinion. That Rebel Rigger with combat drone hacking and double heavy laser is also terrible, especially on the first 5 jumps or so. They should have had a plan. They should have had a plan. You can stop your sentence right there. They should have had a plan. That's really all they needed to do. Have a plan. There was no plan. And guess what? They made the biggest piece of crap in any of the Star Wars movies, in my opinion. Sorry if you like Episode 9 or 8, whatever it is. I think it's by far the worst of all of the Star Wars movies. And yes, I'm including all of the sequels and Episodes 7 and 9. I'm probably biased because I was a kid who grew up watching Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi over and over, and I wanted to be Luke Skywalker. So his arc of the whiny kid who slowly grows, becomes this amazing, powerful Jedi, redeems his father, is like one of the best hero arcs in all of cinema, and it's ruined by one I throw my lightsaber into the dirt moment. So it's almost like having a monopoly on pop culture ruins all those franchises. They did have a plan. The plan was make money. You blame the fan base for being ridiculously toxic toward anything that isn't exactly what they want. Yeah, there's a little bit of that, Julian verse, but and some people go overboard. But I haven't heard a legitimate argument for why's Episode 8 was good. All I hear is people say it's not what I expected. It's something different. Does that mean it was good? You can't really think it's good because of that, can you? Can you really think Luke's character choices were good? Okay, good. He can't run. Abrams painted Johnson into a corner by basically making A New Hope again. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like they just made bad choices of who directed those movies. Rian Johnson does tongue-in-cheek, cynical, comedic, dramatic movies like Knives Out and his other movies. That doesn't work in Star Wars. I mean, the whole opening sequence of Episode 8 where he makes those Yo Mama jokes just doesn't fit in Star Wars, man. The dialogue, the characterization, there's some good visuals in Episode 8. I won't deny that the visuals are amazing of the whole light speed through the other ship, but then that brings into question, why hasn't anyone ever done that before, which seems kind of dumb that they introduced that. But like the storytelling, I don't know, just so much of the decision making for Episode 8. You don't remember any Oh Mama jokes? You don't? When Poe is talking to the red-haired guy, is it Yo Mama, or it's like, who is it? He's like pretending he can't hear them, and he says something about your mother. It's literally a Yo Mama joke. It was in the first few minutes. So 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The scene The opening scene of the episode 8, you loved that? I hated it. It felt like it belonged in any other universe than Star Wars. It made no sense to me to have that weird comedic conversation. You don't remember it, so it sounds like you're forgetting the bad parts of the movie. Because the dialogue, the what's the word? The motivations for the characters, they just don't make any sense. And that's what I feel about that's what I feel about the entirety of episode 8. The characters' motivations don't make sense. The line that girl from Jurassic Park says about Poe, about I can't stand him, but he's just so pretty. I mean, that's like, you talk about empowering women, but that just feels like a man put down, like an objectifying a dude. He's pretty, so doesn't matter. He's a good pilot and he's pretty, even though I don't like him. It's just a lot of the comments and the dialogue are just like, ugh. These are bad taste in my mouth. And dropping bombs in space, yeah. Hey, here we go. Here you go, Grima. Happy venting day to you. Finally, a human. There we go. Happy birthday, Grima. The last Star Wars movie they made was Rogue One. Changed my mind. Here's the thing. Poe being a cocky jerk and making a stupid joke had consequences. The Resistance lost so many ships in that opening battle. Yeah, but they could have done that without the cringy dialogue that they used. There were there were so many other choices they could use for what they did. A Yo Mama joke, you think that's a good way to... You're not going to convince me that dialogue was not crap. The movie is badly written, no doubt. Yeah. You sure are glad they stopped the 3 Star Wars movies. Alright, another store. So we could buy... I mean, we're basically boss ready. We could buy upgraded weapons, though. New stuff has been meh for you. Looking forward to Thrawn. Since you read all the books, you're interested in what they do with him. That's the thing where I'm like, why didn't they do that from the beginning? There's so many in extended universe well-written books out there. Basically anything by Timothy Zahn. Just do that. Just do that. Stop doing stupid crap like Yo Mama jokes and Luke throwing away his lightsaber. Just don't do that. It's disrespectful to the characters that have been built up over the years, and you already have stuff that you can adapt that's already well written and has good story and characters that people care about. I know, we could have had a Timothy Zahn trilogy. You can tell I don't have very strong opinions about this, can't you, chat? I don't have very strong opinions about Star Wars. Okay, cloak that. I'm a little late on this. You had a feeling this was going to happen with the new movies as soon as Disney announced the removal of the old extended universe from canon? Yeah. They would have to pay him, though, and it doesn't push the message. I don't know what the message is. Burn the old Jedi tomb thingy on the island was dumb, too. Yeah. I feel like, hey, look at that. Free fire beam, free best weapon. I feel like Luke's interaction with Yoda was supposed to be a fan service thing, and it felt like somebody who was writing dialogue and never watched the original trilogy. Because the interaction between Yoda and Luke, I heard so many people who hated the movie said at least Yoda and Luke was funny. To me, it didn't feel like Luke and Yoda talking. It again felt like Rian Johnson trying to make jokes. Just felt like Rian Johnson trying to make jokes is what it felt like to me. Didn't feel like he had any respect for the original source material or cared about those characters at all. Now we're boss ready with a fire beam, that's right. It was a Marvel movie set in an alternate universe. Yeah, that's a pretty good description of it. A bad Marvel movie, which there've been plenty of those. But honestly, I would watch any Marvel movie before I'd watch Episode 8 again. What's the worst Marvel movie that I've seen? Probably Eternals. Yeah, I'd watch Eternals before I'd watch Episode 8 again. I think I haven't seen some of the worst ones. Like, apparently Thor 1 or 2 was pretty bad, and some of the others I haven't seen them all. What humor did I like from the original trilogies? Like, all of the interaction between Luke, Leia, and Han. I guess somebody's got to save our skins. I gotta somebody get this walking carpet out of my way. No reward is worth this. Basically, every line that Han, Leia, and Luke say in all their interactions. Their entire scenes together. It's the reason those movies are so iconic is because the chemistry between Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher. Like, all of their dialogue was amazing. All of their dialogue. Aren't you a little short for Stormtrooper? Oh, I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you. The uniform. Like, the entire movie. Like, there's not a single line in any of the sequels that comes close to the amazing interactions between those three in the original trilogy. I would just as soon kiss a Wookiee. Yeah. Oh, there's so much good dialogue in those. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to do anything here. Damn, he hit my cloaking. That was the one thing I was worried about. We might take a missile here. Okay, we get the missiles down. Beautiful. And even the dialogue that's not just comedy, but like, it's just... the reason the original trilogy was so good was because I don't think most of the dialogue's written by George Lucas. Or he wrote a lot of it and it was edited by other people. Original trilogy, the reason it was so good was editing. I've heard that said a lot of times, and George Lucas has the ideas. Other people doing the editing and fixing the writing is what makes the original trilogies the icons that they are. I think Star Wars just got too big for the sequels, like there was no room for chemistry. Well, you can't have chemistry if the writing's abysmal, you know? You gotta have at least non-terrible writing to get some chemistry going. And there was not really any chemistry with any of the new characters, it felt like. I don't know about you all, but when... in the 10th one, or the 9th one, when... what's-his-face? Kylo Ren kisses what's-her-face? Just felt awkward and weird. Just so weird. Soft shell or... Everybody's trying to change the subject. I love talking about Star Wars. Why is everyone trying to change the subject? George Lucas produced such amazing zingers like I Don't Like Sand. I know, right? Original series had people in place that reeled Lucas in when he got too silly or too sappy. Yeah. Like literally the actors themselves. There's a clip that I've seen of Mark Hamill quoting a line that Lucas had in there, something about the political situation on the planet, blah, 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 blah. And Mark Hamill says, George, nobody's going to understand this. We need to simplify it. Like, nobody ever apparently says that to George Lucas anymore. You know? So, you just don't like talking about Star Wars? You like not to become a nerd. Too late. You're hanging out on Twitch, a place where people play video games all day. You're already there. Sorry to burst your bubble. If you hang out on Twitch and think you're not a nerd, then you're wrong. Although you might not be a Star Wars nerd, so you're just a gaming nerd or a comic book nerd or some other type of nerd, probably. Original crawl was apparently twice as long as it ended up being in the film. Yeah. Brian De Palma helped Lucas cut it down. All right, what are we doing here? Do I care about any of these weapons? Do I care about Clone Bay? I have 2 more sectors to do stuff. So, sure, let's get Clone Bay. Let's get Clone Bay for giant alien spiders and things. I'm gonna hold a fire beam. Hold on to the fire beam. We might use it phase 1 if I can use it better for crew kills than our previous attempt at using the fire beam. Hard shell tacos, but burritos are better than tacos. I had tacos when I visited my brother. He made some really good tacos, so they were soft shell. I prefer a hard shell, but soft shell are good. Kind of hard to make a bad taco. Is that an unpopular or popular opinion? I don't know. I feel like even a bad taco is still a good taco. Okay, he's running, and he just hacked me, and he's got offensive drones. What a crappy, ridiculously overpowered ship. I think I'm glad I'm fighting him in a half-power fight. Okay, that guy's down. Okay, that's fine. Don't need shields, so I can turn on O2. Even a bad taco's a good taco. Change my mind. Nerds in my chat, what are you doing? Nerds, oh god. Calling somebody a nerd on Twitch is like, I don't know, calling somebody a jock at the Olympics. Yeah? What so? What are you doing here? Are you not that thing? Unless the protein is dry, it's impossible to make a bad taco. You wish tacos were more popular. Fluidity of the innards is more important than the shell for the tacos. Okay. I guess that's true. Contradiction of terms, unless bad means poorly made. When I say a bad taco is still a taco, are you talking tacos or tacos? Oh. Are we going sexual now? Let's not go there. You'd agree that hard shell are better because the crunch you get is satisfying. Soft shell is objectively better because it doesn't fall apart. Objectively, huh? Wow. Is he running? Okay, he's not running. I don't know if I'd agree with anything objective about food taste, but I probably did say something about Star Wars 9 being an objectively bad film, so maybe I shouldn't talk. A jock at the Olympics. There you go. You can quote me on that one. Why do people always quote me on the stupid stuff? But I feel like that was a good quote. I feel like I said something kind of smart there and witty. Nobody's gonna quote me at jock at the Olympics, right? Don't make me bring up the taco chart. I've never seen a taco chart. You like to combine soft and hard shell? You know, I'd never had that until about a month ago, Taptress. And there's a place in Plano, Texas called Taco Delight. And they have a Taco Delight, which is a hard shell taco inside a soft shell with guacamole in between. Guacamole gluing the soft shell to the hard shell. That was great. I'd never had that before. Makes me want to go there and have that again. It's delicious. No, not Taco Bell. Although this place is, I think, is a chain or like a small chain. But it was a soft taco wrapping a hard taco with guacamole in between. Sounds gross. It was amazing. If you don't like guacamole, then you're objectively wrong. Zing! Okay. What's up, Arsets? How's the RNG going? Well enough that we're talking about Star Wars and taco preferences, so... Basically, because we haven't rolled Zoltan C, our runs today have been pretty strong. There isn't one yet, but you'll make it just to prove a point on your beloved tacos. Oh, you're going to make a chart. Okay. In absence of guac, refried beans work for glue. Yeah. I think I had another one where they did use refried beans, and I kind of wished they had used guacamole. I love me some guac. I do not like green things. I do not eat fruits or vegetables hardly ever, and I'm not memeing or trolling when I say that. But I love me some guacamole. There's so much objectivity in this chat. I know, right? So many people are just objectively wrong all the time. It's weird. 9, 8, 7. Can't do this in 8, so I can't do this in 9, can I? I'd have to go... By the way, the exit beacon's behind my head with another jump to the left of it here. I don't think I can perfectly get all the jumps I want to get here with the way this worked out. So I guess just 7, 8 I have to do. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. We haven't discussed FTL in a while since discussion of long-range scanners. Yeah, when you have a run that looks like this, there are not a lot of decisions that have to be made. I mean, we talked about Should I have bought that flak when I had the option for cloaking and it hasn't been punished? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could get here earlier to get this in 6 in case this is a store. Do I care about stores? I mean, this is boss ready, so that's why we're not talking much about it. We're basically boss ready. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if that's not a store, I will check out if that's a store. Looks like that works out. Refried beans don't belong to tacos. This is coming from someone that loves refried beans. Yeah, I don't like refried beans, so I'll agree with you. This guy can't damage us, so maybe we can get a crew kill here. How many tacos can you eat before you die? Great question. Start working on the art for your viewership, and it's by far the hardest part. Yeah, the art is the hardest part. It is. All right, can we crew kill this without using a drone part? Let's see. If I get them fighting the shield room, that'd be the way to do it. Is this only really one worth worrying about? Mantis C can be tricky, and we have Mantis C left. That's probably the other trickiest one. Nice. Damn it, I messed that up a bit. See if that hits. Nice. Damn it, but he's got level 2 or 3 heal bait. I think I've done too much damage. Unless I get a fire. Not doing that. 70 health. I would need to bomb him. I need to bio swipe him. And I need the shields to be higher for me to do that. For him to dodge things. Okay, that was a bio swipe. This isn't happening. He's got heal bay back up. Fire. I need him to get below 15. Ion Blast doesn't let me bio swipe. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Is he below 15 health? Okay, I need two bio swipes here. Okay. Damn it, I was too late. No pause bio swipes are hard. That's still something I'm not great at. Guacamole literally translated from Old Mayan means objectively flack. Wow, what an interesting series of words in a row you just said. Alright, well, we got a store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had refried beans for the first time when you visited US in March this year. It was surprisingly good. Yeah, people love refried beans. I'm just weird in that I don't like a lot of things. And one of those things that I don't like is refried beans. Should have had the fire beam on my bar. Punished. I'm thinking about getting this heavy laser on my bar. Black dual laser, heavy laser, sell whole beam. Let me see here. Which of these weapons do I sell? I guess it's probably Ion Blast, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Yes. No whole beam, you're a baby. Sorry. I can't go to that store now. Okay, well, there's all of my stores, apparently. I think right now this is better until I get one more weapon power so I can go flak, dual, heavy. It's been a while since we've had a heavy laser 2 run. We could go stealth weapons. Nah. Never even heard of refried beans. Is that an American thing? I don't know. Is it like a Tex-Mex thing? At least. A lot of... I don't know if they have it in, like, Northeast with Mexican food, but maybe. Refried beans are almost like mashed potatoes in bean form. That's how I would describe them if I had to describe them.
Come on, man, these fucking dodges.
They're kind of like mushy beans that have flavor that some people apparently like. I don't like them, but I don't like beans in general, so... Natural causes. If you like eating tacos till you die is very natural. You really like your tacos, I guess. Freaking level 3 cloaking, I guess. Well, he can't dodge, so... And his weapons are down. Good. Good fight. Who would eat beans like that? It's really popular in the US. If they're flavored well, I mean... I hear things like blood sausage and go, who would eat that? Although it'd probably be good. Or haggis, or whatever it is that those Scottish people eat that's like mushy stomach, sheep stomachs or something. Like, some people like it. And if I said, who would eat that? You'd be like, oh, it's delicious. You know, whatever. People are weird. We eat lots of weird things. Haggis is good. See, there you go. Never had it, but it sounds ridiculously gross to me. It's like something boiled in sheep's stomach or something. Ugh. Or are you talking about black pudding or blood pudding or something? Rocky Mountain oysters, yeah. Cow testicles. Okay, cloaking, pretty good weapons. Haggis is gross, black pudding is excellent. Okay. They're just cooked pinto beans in a pan fry of fat and salt. There you go. Does that sound gross to you? Doesn't sound gross to me. I don't like beans, so it's not my favorite thing ever. But their consistency is not like a bean anymore, at least in my opinion. They get kind of mushy. But again, I'm a very picky person that doesn't like a lot of things. So don't take my opinion on food as your opinion on food. I should wait for the cloak here. A lot of food sounds gross if you learn what it is. Yeah, it's true. Get bad news for you about how any sausages are made and sometimes packaged. True, true. The casing is like sheep's stomach or something, pig stomach or something like that. Yes. But I've never had haggis, and sheep's stomach sounds gross, but I'm sure it's fine. You love your beans, kind of essential if you want to be a vegetarian, yeah. Your father was born in the region where a soup made from pork blood and vinegar is popular, yeah. Food I like is great food. I don't like food that's gross, because it's gross food that I don't like. Hey, do I want to go rock or rock? You thought sausage is intestines. Oh, is that right? That's probably right. See, I don't even know what food's made of, so don't take my opinions on things. We're saved from Rock Live on mine already. Rock Homeworld's quest is... I guess it's a ship fight if you just attack the guy who gives you the quest, right? You say rock control because the quest is dead jumps, unless you just fight that guy, right? Or you can't guarantee the fight, can you? Can you guarantee the fight? Can you guarantee the Rock Homeworld's fight on the first jump? I don't remember. There isn't an option to attack the quest giver. Alright, let's go quest control then. Stomach grosses you out. Better don't ask what sausage casing is made of. Okay. Well, I think it's intestines, so it's fine. I really don't care. If something tastes good to me, I like it. I honestly don't care what it's made out of. I mean, you're talking to a guy who doesn't eat any fruits and vegetables, which are probably the best thing you could eat to be healthy. And I'm fine with hot dogs and sausages and things, so... And the reason I don't eat fruits and vegetables is because the texture does not taste good to me. So I don't really have a good reason for not eating things that are very good for me. Wow, that is a lot of frickin' dodges. Just enough dodges to do 0 damage. My favorite. Man, speaking of rock, when was the last time I went to Crystal Sector? Not too long ago. I think we've had a Crystal Sector run not too recent past. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Pretty sure we've had a couple Crystal Sector runs in the last, I don't know, couple months. What's my opinion on scurvy? Is that the disease you get when you don't eat fruits and you're out to sea for a long time? I don't know, never had it. And I don't eat fruits or vegetables much, so never had it, have no opinion. It was bad for pirates, that was my opinion. We in Germany have a sausage that had brain as one of the main ingredients. Nowadays, that recipe is no longer used. Well, I've heard that brain can have special, certain, like, diseases if you eat too much of it or something. I thought I've heard that. Rand loves scurvy, you know. Rand the pirate, yar. You two don't eat fruits or veg. You eat like a complete and utter low-life tramp and you're not dead yet. Yeah. Alright, I guess a map wouldn't be bad. Okay, repair versus sell at a store. There's a Tex-Mex food called sesos, which is cow brain and used in tacos. Okay. Okay, I don't care about any of that. The only reason I'm going to the stores is for augments, and we're not really finding any useful augments, it seems. So we'll swap out fire beam, whole beam, 2 fire beam for the boss fight. We have 9 jumps. I have 8 fuel. I'll buy 1 fuel. Alright, so I do want to get this last weapon online, but I do need some power first. Let's do that. 2 more weapon power. We want to go full 8 weapon power, which I do without this run's gone. Animal offal is used in a bunch of Scottish cuisine. Just the word offal sounds really gross, though. Why does that have to be the word for things that you don't normally eat, I guess? I think a lot of, like, soul food in the U.S. uses things like, you know, pig's feet and chicken feet and that kind of stuff. That's probably normal in a lot of places where they didn't want to waste any part of the animal. Something they talk about on Top Chef sometimes. Is offal poop? Basically all your scar tissue dissolving. Oh god, okay, I don't really want to talk about that. You eat junk food like frozen curry, pizzas, canned chili. Yeah, that you sound like you eat similarly to how poorly I eat. I mean, I currently have leftover pizza in my fridge from Little Caesars that I got yesterday, which is what Little Caesars pizza is what Shogi calls Ebola pizza. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna not care about this store. 3, 4, 5. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although probably better go to the store over the quest, but let's get to the store. Have I heard of head cheese? I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. And I probably don't want to know what it is. My god, man. I don't know why, but Little Caesars pizza sits on my stomach better than friggin', I don't know, Indian food, or what's other food that I've eaten that has not sat well with my stomach? I don't know, certain dairy things, because my lactose intolerant stomach, I guess. But there's cheese on that pizza, and for some reason, it just sits better on my stomach than some other things. Pizza has tomato containing vitamin C, and so I'm good. Vitamin C, I'm good against scurvy. Cool. Good to know. I mean, I eat tomato on a lot of things, to be honest, so I'm probably safe from scurvy. Scurvy. Because I eat, you know, salsa on Mexican food. Ketchup made from tomatoes. I get my fruits from processed tomatoes and ketchup. So healthy. Beef tongue tacos are amazing. I'd probably like that. To be fair, you're glad you don't have to eat in America. You couldn't eat most of the stuff there. When I went to Europe in college, and they had like so much stuff was like vegetarian, or like the pizza had no meats on it. I was like, how do I eat here? Because I eat basically all meat, everything all the time. I'm sure being vegetarian is healthier. I couldn't do it, man. If I don't eat meat, my stomach feels like it's empty for whatever reason. Don't make me donut just to make me eat at Pizza Hut. Oh, I eat at Pizza Hut sometimes. Hey, we got the free weapon. A chain. There you go, Julian Verse. That was for you. Little Caesar's decent, but you can't stand the spaghetti pizza sauce. I actually like the sauce fine. One of the main reasons I go to Little Caesar's is because they have this side called Italian cheesy bread, which is basically garlic bread with very meaty, melty mozzarella sauce and a garlic butter sauce on it. It's just divine. I get it more for the side than I get it for the pizza. Freaking love their Italian. I think they call it Italian crazy bread or something. Just freaking delicious. I get it for that more than I get it for the pizza. Yeah, Little Caesar's cheesy bread is the best. It's amazing. We're gonna cloak this bomb here. I think it's an ion bomb with the charge time. Yeah, it's down anyway. Run is now won. We have a chain burst laser. You hate their pizza, but you love their crazy bread and Italian crazy bread. Yeah. You had their cheesy bread a few days ago. It's just so good. And I don't get their Little Caesar's regular pizza. I get their deep dish Detroit style pizza that they do because, yeah, their regular pizza is just kind of whatever, but their Detroit style deep dish is not bad. So that's what I have. But I always prefer deep dish pizza over, you know, flat pizza. All right. Black one, dual laser, heavy laser, whole beam. When you visit the US, you're surprised how incredibly greasy everything is? Yeah. Yeah. Little Caesar's a great place to scam because kids there don't care. Used to roll up and just nonchalantly ask if I want one pizza. Can you accidentally give me two? And you would often get that. Wow. Okay. You managed to turn the conversation away from Star Wars onto food with the power of tacos. You're very proud. Well done. I'm going to sell no drone parts, even though we're going to the final sector and we'll probably get a repair station. You know Italians that would go to war with the US if they were to see what some of you call authentic Italian pizza? It's fine. I'm okay with that. Everybody's so defensive of their style of food. Kind of blows my mind. This reminds me of the discussion we had about American versus Italian chocolate way back when, which ended in me being sent Italian chocolate just to prove how superior it was to American vomit-flavored chocolate. Whatever. All right, sure. Firebomb to go with my fire beam. Why not? Italians are dumb when it comes to food. I'm sure the French are with the whole, you know, authentic French style of cuisine and all that. I'm sure everybody is. Or certain people in all of those cultures and countries. You'll say even though you're out in Kentucky, you still manage to eat vegan. You can have a surprising range of diets in the U.S. Yeah. It's kind of like when people in Europe say, I couldn't live in the U.S. because X, and they mention healthcare or politics or cost of living. It's like, every place has their crap. If I moved to Germany, I'd probably have something that I couldn't deal with, you know? It's like, I feel like a lot of times things are overstated. I mean, I'm making a living playing video games in the US. Can you really say this is the shit life? I'm making a living playing video games. Sure, I do other things like sing a lot and don't overspend on cars and stuff, but, you know, and sure, if I like broke my arm, I'd probably be in debt for a while, which sucks. But hey, just don't break your arm. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Whoops. I timed that incorrectly. Whoops. Timed that incorrectly twice. Last time you had to travel to Norfolk, you made the mistake to stop at Arby's. You felt like somebody pooped in your mouth. My dad loves Arby's, but yeah, Arby's is not my favorite. They have roast beef, and it tastes like, I don't know, salty something. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Arby's either. Western life is better than stuff like Eastern Europe. You've been to a lot of places in your life, and the more east you go, the worse it gets. Well, I've heard Japan's very nice, and that's very far east from Europe, right? To be fair, USA does have vomit flavored chocolate. I know, we had this discussion, and you're talking about Hershey's chocolate, but that is completely dependent on if you grew up eating it or not. And if you grow up eating it, it doesn't taste like vomit. So, And I've had, I'll be honest, devoted to Mercury, you just said Europe chocolate is better than USA chocolate. I had the European chocolate, and it was good. But I wouldn't say, oh God, sure I'm glad I found this. Now I can't eat American chocolate. I'll eat Hershey's the same as I'll eat Milka chocolate from Europe. They're both just as good to my American grew up eating Hershey's chocolate taste buds. Yeah, if you grow up tasting vomit, it doesn't taste like vomit. But it's not actually, it's just, there's other things that have that flavor, not just Hershey's chocolate. Watch the show about that. It's not just Hershey's chocolate that has that acidic thing that has a similar aftertaste of vomit. It's because Hershey's used that stomach acid thing. Yeah, it's an acid thing, and there's other food that has that in it, so it's not just Hershey's chocolate. You're right, Rand. Recently, you realized that to whatever country you would move, there's just no country they would call ideal. Every single country has downsides you would hate, even the country you currently live in, yeah. Blue cheese has that vomity tasting thing. Yeah, I bet you there's a lot of cheeses that have that, because cheese is made by what? Bacteria doing stuff, right? It's bacteria doing stuff. And that's probably the reason that I don't like a lot of cheeses, because to me, a lot of cheeses taste like what apparently Hershey's chocolate tastes like to a lot of you Europeans. It tastes like nasty lactic bacteria. But yes, who was it? BJA sent me a bunch of Milka chocolate, and it was great. It was awesome. And again, BJA, some other numbers. I appreciate you sending me that Milka chocolate. But to be honest, it didn't blow my mind or change my opinion about American chocolate or anything. Okay. Bacteria is doing stuff in your stomach too. That's how humans process foods. Yes. Yes, it does. Good bacteria. I'm pretty sure I've heard on YouTube videos that if bacteria didn't exist in our stomachs, we wouldn't be able to live, because we wouldn't be able to digest the things that keep us alive. So, bacteria doing stuff is good, but it doesn't change my opinion about a lot of tastes of things that I just don't like cheese because of that taste. A lot of those different cheese things. Don't forget to switch fire beam. Okay. I'm going to probably do one more fight before the boss. Just look at the ingredients on the chocolate bar you have in the US. There are no weird acids. Well, just look up vomit tasting Hershey's chocolate. There's a video about it on YouTube. Eastem. It's not something that the European folks are making up. It's a real thing. And there's a video about it. There's probably multiple videos about it. And it has to do with the way that chocolate is... I think it's like milk curdling in their pressure cookers or something like that. It's something about the milk curdling to make the shelf life of chocolate be longer. And it gives it an aftertaste that is similar to the acid in your stomach or something like that. Hershey's is the most popular chocolate where you live. Okay, let's get the shield value. It's the last value we get. Okay, what do we want to do for weapons here? Fire beam. Do I want to use fire bomb? So if I hack shields, dual laser, heavy laser. I don't want to do this. You live in Kilchberg, Switzerland, home of Lindt chocolate. Lindt is great. Nestle's chocolate is a good chocolate in the U.S. Dove is a good chocolate in the U.S. There are other chocolates besides Hershey, that's for sure. It's butyric acid that causes Hershey's to taste that way, yeah. How am I going to be doing this? Hack shields. We talked about this last time. So we want to fire beam across 3 rooms in the shield room, right? And fire everything else at missiles? Is that what we want to do? From the home of pencils. At least they don't taste of vomit. Okay. Hershey just takes waxy to you? Okay. How do I want to do this? I can power all this, right? Yes. Okay. I think I want a heavy laser shields, dual lasers missiles, fire beam across 3 rooms in the shields, firebomb wherever we don't get a fire. Yeah, butyric acid in chocolate, the heck? Yeah, you can watch videos about it. Yeah, missiles and 3,000 shields and some other stuff. Okay. Alright, here we go. If he hacks my weapons, that's the worst. Okay. What's the hack doing? Let's take power to there. Okay, I think I can jump away from this. I think I have 1 extra time to go back. Absolute worst hack we could have. Thanks, game. I'm gonna use a drone part to stop that because we're not sticking this out most likely. Yeah, and having eaten a lot of chocolate, damn it, a lot of Hershey's chocolate in my life. God damn you, FTL, you piece of crap! You just took over by safe jump. I have to dive. I can't do a weapon thing here. It's so goddamn annoying. F you, FTL. I can't do a weapon hack fight. Boss fight just sucks. I understand that aftertaste being vomity to some people. I actually understand it. But again, that's in some cheeses and people eat those cheeses, so, you know, whatever. Why did I move you out? I didn't mean to move you out. Okay, let's go. Alright, anything... Cut my weapons, please. Okay, engine hack we'll take. It's annoying, but we'll take it. Damn, I think the fire beams... Oh god, I don't... Oh, Jesus. Fire beam, you're so goddamn slow. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Fire beam is so slow, I hacked too early and the shields weren't down. No fucking dodges because of the engine hack. It's fun. Okay. But this is doing good work. This is still getting good. We're taking a lot of effing damage here. Okay, let me get the beam down. Okay. I think I cloak the ion here now because missiles are just burning forever. Cloak that. Okay. We want 1 more crew kill if we can. And that leaves 1 crew left. That's perfect. Yes, that's good. Alright. It's no big deal. Some food is actually served rotten. Oh gosh, that's crazy. In cheese, that is actually acceptable since that is savory. Okay, sure. Coming from somebody who didn't grow up eating Hershey's chocolate, I assume. Hidden achievement. Have every room on the flagship burn. Okay. Alright, let's see here. We're going to swap back to weapons that kill the ship quickly now. Because we've gotten all the crew kills. Well, I think we're going to have to do a 3rd run today, because these runs have been super fast. And if we random Zoltan C... going to be kind of a pain. I want these guys to we're going to go late today, that's for sure. Let's do this. From somebody who grew up on plenty of cheese. Yeah. So it's okay on the food you eat, but it's not okay on the food other people eat. We're all being so judgmental today. Of course, I say that, and I've been really judgmental on Star Wars today, so... well, I'll just judge other people's opinion. You think Star Wars 8 is bad? You're stupid! And I disagree with you, and banned, and go away. We're all just judging everyone's opinions so harshly today. Do I want to use a whole beam? Yeah, I do. Yeah, just eat what you want. Chat's distracting me with food. Yes. Food discussions. I mean, these are great discussions. I love talking about this stuff. Otherwise, we'd just be talking about FTL the whole time. How boring would that be? Just talking about FTL all the time. Who even wants to do that? I'm not doing optimal whole beam shots so I can get missiles offline. Now I'll try to do the better whole beam swipe with the next one. Good. Two-shot him. I don't know that the swipe got in there between the shields being down, but 0 damage phase 2 is a great. We're on the Star Wars hate again. Oh, we went deep into it, Shogi. We went deep into it. Unless what you want to eat are other people, then please don't. Yeah. How about fish? Fish is fine. I don't like fish, but I'll eat it if it's like fried or if it's grilled well. But fish, Jim Gaffigan does a funny thing about fish. Fish is the only food where the best compliment you can get is that it doesn't taste like itself. Did that fish taste fishy to you? Oh, this fish is great. It doesn't even taste fishy. You should have some. So, you know, that's kind of how I feel about fish. It's fine, but I wouldn't choose to eat it if I had steak or chicken. I mean, beef or chicken or pork to choose from. You love fishy fish. What kind of fish have you had? I mean, I had fish and chips about a month ago, and it was good, but fish is, I don't know. When you eat beef and chicken all the time, fish just tastes, I don't know, fishy. I don't know how to describe the taste of fish. A little acidic, a little bitter, a little...
Come on, man, these fucking dodges.
What's the... What is dark chocolate? Kind of bittersweet?
Good job, Neo. Good dodges.
I don't know. It has less of that unctuousness that beef and especially beef, but like I don't know why I shot an empty room there. It's like less depth to it. I don't know.
Good job, Neo. Good dodges.
All right, GG. Fish tastes like going down on... okay, I'm not going to read that. Want to talk about a fishy taste? You have a can of kippers in your pantry you're thinking about using. Hey, dude, I'm trying to win the run, and you're trying to tell me about an AI. GG. Can't imagine Texas fish is very good. True. We're kind of far from any place where you can get good fish, probably. GG, cookie time. 20-something in a row, and we're barely paying attention. 24 in a row. And what ship was that? That was Slug A was that one. All right, 24. 4 away from the cycle, my friends. 4 away. We got to do a third run, with those being 2 fast runs. I'm hoping we got one of the strong ships and not Zoltan C, because Zoltan C is going to be a long run, probably. What was that score? 56-28? Yeah, it's a pretty darn good run right there. 8 of 9, or 8 ninths done. Nice, nice. Congrats on another personal best. Thank you. We are getting close to that cycle. Zoltan C and Mantis C are the scary ones. All right, well, we're going to do another run, so I'm going to stand up, use your restroom. Y'all feel free to grab another drink or another snack. Wish I had cookies, but I ran out. So, well, I'll be back in just a bit. Y'all rock. Enjoy talking about fishy taste, I guess. See you in a sec, my friends.